can see, I am an extreme beginner. However, probably 30 years ago, I wanted to learn how to play the flute. And as you know, life gets in the way. So I never really learned, but that desire has always been there. And now it's summertime, we're in a pandemic, so guess what? I've been on my flute a little more lately. And I just want to encourage you that when you are dealing with loneliness, dig deep inside yourself and pull out that gift that's been laying dormant within you. You know, you set that gift aside because life gets in the way. We get busy with work and raising our children and this, that, and the other. But guess what? It's still there. So whenever you're feeling lonely, you dig deep within yourself and you pull out that creative spark. That spark that is within you, that's been there, and you were born with it, and it's not going anywhere. But it's up to you to develop it. You know, loneliness can be very agonizing. It can be a very painful experience because we are created to be social. When the Most High created us, He didn't make just one person. Why? Because He knew that, you know, we're not created that way. He wanted us to be together, to be social, and He told us to be fruitful and multiply. Now, coming on back to now, you know, He wants us to have life and to have it more abundantly. So when you are experiencing loneliness, it is time for you to pray for what it is you want. And be specific. Pray for what you want. Whatever it is. If you're in a relationship and you feel disconnected and you feel lonely within that relationship, within that marriage, then you've been somewhere along the line you got disconnected. Okay? And communication is key. If you're single, same thing. Communication is key. You know, the way we connect with each other is through, it should be appropriate communication. Okay, I know not all of us can do that, but we want to keep it appropriate and we want to respect boundaries. Okay, it's very important. And when you are feeling lonely, you take that time, let's just develop ourselves. You know, this is the time just to reevaluate your standards and just to really decide what it is you want in your life, in a relationship. It is a test of your patience when you're feeling lonely. It's a test of your patience because even after we pray for what it is we want and being very specific, sometimes we have to wait. We have to be patient. But there's a reason for that. Okay? And the reason is there's still some more things that we may need to do within ourselves in terms of development, in terms of self-love, in terms of finding true happiness within. Okay? I don't want to sound like a cliche, but yeah, happiness can only be found within yourself. You don't want to seek happiness through other people. You got to find it within yourself first, all right? And then the rest, you know, you will attract more positive things or positive people in your life. All right, so without making this video too long, I just wanted to encourage you during this time, if you are feeling lonely, just get back to maybe some talents, some gifts, some things that you were into before that you set aside. Now it's time to get back into it. It may be an instrument, it may be art, it may be music, dance, fixing up your house, etc. Okay, but just take that time and always counter those negative thoughts. You know, we all experience what's called self-talk. And sometimes those negative thoughts come in, but it's important that you talk back. And I'm not saying walk around your house and talk to yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying when you get a negative thought, make sure you counter that negative thought with a positive response. You know, minister to yourself and, you know, use the word of the Most High. That's something that I do. You know, a negative thought might come, and I'll say no. That's not what God has for me. God said that He has come to give us life and life more abundantly. Okay, so but it's important that we practice patience during those times of loneliness. Be patient. Pray for what you want. This too shall pass. And have fun. Work on yourself, but have fun. The term work on yourself it's not like hard work. It's just do some fun things. I'm an advocate for exercise. Exercise helps to relieve anxiety, depression. I woke up this morning and I just had to walk a couple of miles on the treadmill, and I felt better afterwards because I was beginning to feel a little anxious, because when you feel lonely, and again, you don't have to live alone to feel lonely. I have a daughter, but she's a teenager. She's doing her thing. And so I have to do my thing. We have to make sure that we are doing something in our lives that are things that are positive. All right. So exercise is very, very good if you're feeling lonely. But with that said, without taking up too much of your time, stay encouraged. Know that this too shall pass. God will give you the desires of your heart. Just pray, be specific, and be patient. Okay, and continue to develop yourself, and find a new gift that's within you. It's there. You just haven't found it. All right. So until next time, peace and love in your heart. Take good care.